everybody, it's your man Fitman, head performance coach right here at the Fitman Performance Center. And today's topic, we're going to get into how you can finally begin to reveal your abdominals. Now, I've been in the iron game for a long time. Started lifting weights at the age of 14. Was an athlete at the tail end of high school and all through college. Competed in natural bodybuilding and powerlifting, masters track and field. Became a personal trainer in 2009. Opened up my own gym right here in 2017. So I've seen a lot of things happen in this iron game, and I've noticed the habits of most men and most women when they work out. Most men fit that stereotypical meathead persona. They come in, they only focus on training their chest, only focus on training their biceps. They'll throw in a little bit of tricep, they'll throw in a little bit of shoulder. They don't really do that much back. And they definitely never do legs because they would be exposed as the cowards they are. Now, for most women, they focus on the lower body. They focus on training their quads, and they might hit the hamstrings every once in a while. They hit the glutes. They hit that butt every single time they work out because many of them are desperate to build that gadunk that they believe their favorite Instagram fitness influencer built naturally when they actually didn't. They do a bit of cardio to try to lose the body fat. Those are the typical habits of most men and most women. But the one thing that men and women both do is that they both try to train their abdominals in the hope of revealing a flat stomach or a 4-pack or a 6-pack or whatever their goal is. And this is evidenced by the amount of lifters and trainees in the gym who are doing sit-ups and they're doing crunches and they're doing leg raises. Your abs are like any other muscle. When you train them, they get stronger. But just because you train them doesn't mean that you will be able to visibly see them. And that's where we get into our topic today, which is how can you reveal your abdominals? The first way that you reveal your abdominals is by lowering your body fat. You've got to have a low body fat. You can't be walking around 20% body fat, 25% body fat. You still got a visible gut, but you talking about, I'ma just do sit-ups, I'ma just do crunches, I'ma do leg raises, I'ma even do abdominal rollouts so I can build this 6-pack, so I can get rid of this fat. That's not how you get rid of body fat, man. That's not how you get rid of body fat, whoa, man. In order to lower your body fat, the first thing you gotta do is get your diet in order. So you can't go work out and then go to the Golden Arches and order a whole bunch of junk. You can't go work out and then go see Dave's daughter and order a whole bunch of junk. You want to eat a Frosty. You can't go work out, go on to the King of the Burgers, and go get yourself a Whopper. That's not how the game works. Junk food builds a junk body. So we got to get the quality foods, the quality carbs, the quality proteins, and the quality fats into your diet. But just as important as that is that you've got to know how much food is coming in. Because if you are unable to eat in a caloric deficit, then you're not going to lose any body fat. You've got to be able to use more energy than you consume on a daily basis to consistently lose body fat. And this is where tracking your macros and tracking your calories comes into play. Because if you know what's coming in, it makes your body fat loss journey much more predictable and much smoother. When you are playing a guessing game, then you're gonna be going nowhere fast. Look, I'm a veteran in this iron game. If I wanna change my diet to lose body fat, I can do that without counting one macro if I choose. You know why? Because this is part of my lifestyle. These are habits that are ingrained into me. Now, if I was competing in a natural bodybuilding competition, oh, you better best believe I'm going to count every calorie and every macro, because now there's more at stake. You're competing in a competition. But when we're talking about just getting leaner for the summer or whatever the goal may be, I can do that without counting. But if you haven't developed these habits, if you've never done this, this is where you have to count. Do you know how many apps are out right now that can allow you to track your foods? Go get MyFitnessPal. It's so simple to use, y'all. But if you're serious about revealing your abdominals, the first thing you got to do is get your diet in order. Quality foods and eating in a caloric deficit. Those are the keys. Knowing how many carbs are coming in, knowing how much fat is coming in, knowing how much protein is coming in, cycling the carbohydrates and the fats and the calories so that your energy levels match what you're doing for that day. You don't need the same amount of food for an off day where you're sitting at home and you're not doing anything that you would need for a lower body workout or a sprint workout. You don't need the same amount of food. You've got to give up to go up. And you're gonna have to make sacrifices with food in order to get your body fat lower. And then we've got the training part. You've got to have a progressive strength training program, one that demands accountability. You've got to have a great conditioning program, not going back in the cardio section, wasting 1 hour, wasting 2 hours, wasting 3 hours on a treadmill, on a stair climber, on an elliptical, going nowhere fast. Go challenge yourself with your conditioning. Sprinting is the top conditioning movement that you can do. You can go push the prowler. You have multiple things that you can do that don't require an hour and that are more intense and that challenge you and that build mental toughness and build muscle versus wasting time back in the cardio section. So we've got our training, we've got our diet, we've got to get quality sleep so that our body is functioning optimally. A lack of sleep and a lack of recharging the battery doesn't allow you to function how you're supposed to function. So when your body can't function, it's not going to put all its attention on fat loss. It's got other things it has to do. So you cannot skimp on sleep. You cannot keep your stress levels high. You stress now because somebody got to a parking spot before you. Park 5 spots down and walk the extra 10 yards. It's not a big deal. So we control those things, and that's what helps us bring our body fat down. This is what helps us get a lower body fat. And when your body fat gets low enough, then you'll be able to reveal whatever type of abdominals you have. And this is the second part of this, which is genetics. So the abs you have are going to be determined by genetics. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 7-time Mr. Olympia and one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time in contest condition, had a 4-pack. And this was a man who did the crunches, who did the sit-ups, who did the leg raises, who trained his abs with abdominal exercises, had very strong abs, but at the peak of his powers, had a 4-pack. What does that tell you? As lean as he was, he had a 4-pack. That is genetics. I've seen guys backstage who were ripped to pieces. Some guys only had a 4-pack. I've seen guys backstage who were lean. They weren't ripped to pieces, but they were just lean, and they had a 6-pack. This is genetics. You can't carve in abdominal. It doesn't work that way. If you got a 4-pack, when you get all the way lean down, you got a 4-pack. You have a 6-pack, you have a 6-pack. You got 8-pack, you have an 8-pack. When I was 11 years old, young bull, 13 years old, 15 years old, I had a fake skinny man 6-pack. It wasn't because I was training hard or doing all these exercises, these ab exercises. It was a combination of I had a lower body fat and genetics told me that, okay, I have the ability to have a 6-pack when I'm lean enough. I gain a little bit of body fat, I have a 4-pack. That's where I operate. I've been as low as 4.5% body fat, and 6-pack was it. But I've seen guys backstage who were 6 or 7% body fat, had an 8-pack. Genetics will determine how your abdominals will look. So these are the two factors that we have when it comes to revealing your abdominals. First, you've got to get your body fat low enough, and second, you won't know how your abs look until you are lean enough, and how they look is determined by genetics. That's how you reveal abs. But you've got to lose the fake hustle. No fake hustle, I'm not tracking my macros. No fake hustle, cardio in the cardio section. No fake hustle, I'm doing all these ab exercises. No fake hustle, I'm doing high reps to quote unquote get cut. All that stuff is fake hustle. It's all smoke and mirrors. Count the macros, eat quality foods, count the calories, progressive strength training program, great conditioning program, get your quality sleep, keep your stress levels low, and after you do this for a long period of time, then guess what? You're gonna look in the mirror one day and say, hey, I've got a flat stomach, or hey, I've got a 4-pack, or hey, I've got a 6-pack. I don't know what you're gonna have at the end, but you've gotta put these other factors in play first in order to finally reach that goal. Thanks for checking out the video. It's your man, Fitman. Holla at a trainer when you see me at the center.